Meaning standard access list. Cut over packet traces so I can give you. I'm gonna go ahead and drop those as to how they changed the game from the CCNA to the CCNP. Alright, hey guys, I'm here again with another episode of I Think I Know Stuff, and Cisco has went ahead and done it. They rerouted my entire course as far as studies goes. See, right now I'm currently CCNA route and switch certified, and I planned on, since I was bored, adding a CCNA security certification. But now the way that the certification will be presented kind of made it unappetizing to me, should I say. I don't know about you guys, but I did plan on getting to the CCNP eventually, but I had other things lined up dealing with my current job, as far as like Red Hat, Ansible's network automation certification. That was one of them I had lined up, so I wasn't too anxious to hop on to the next level. But now that things have completely changed in Cisco universe, and just stand here just in case that light's getting going, it's about time. Might as well go ahead and drop that study schedule and hashtag CCNP core before February 23rd, 2020, should I say. I'll go ahead and coin that hashtag right now. CCNP core before February 23rd, 2020. Gonna go ahead and start studying as of today, as if I haven't been performing some of the or utilizing some of the knowledge that you would need for a CCNP already at work. I'm just gonna go ahead and solidify that knowledge with the certification, and as I study, I'll go ahead and drop some knowledge on you guys. And if I am wrong, maybe I understood the book wrong, or the video's wrong, or I've just been working wrong, feel free. This is my opportunity to create a community around this, that to make it easier for me to study, easier for you to study, easier for the world to study, and the world a better place. So anyways, if you do like the information I'm dropping, go ahead and subscribe, like my page on Facebook. Also, follow me on Instagram. I'll drop all the links to that down in the description. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump to some BGP explaining. Okay, so why BGP first, you ask? I know you're asking it because I'm asking myself, but also a current project at work involved some detailed BGP configurations, and I thought, why not start off here? That's not the way the studies start off, even though I am starting off with the route before the switch, and then I'll get to the T-shoot. But BGP, yeah, I'll go ahead and explain it from the basics, maybe the information that you need for a CCNA at the moment. So it is a very interesting protocol. It's used mainly by ISPs or connections between enterprise organizations, or maybe a small office, home office. For some reason they need to connect to the ISP or internet service provider via BGP. And this is where the protocol is mainly used. It's on the at the customer's edge, or even at the provider's edge, or throughout different providers. It's a exterior routing protocol, not an interior routing protocol. BGP came after its older sibling, EGP, which stands literally for Exterior Gateway Protocol, and it's pretty easy to configure, but there's a lot of options that allow you to get granular as you go more detailed into the routing protocol. But let's start here. So right now I have this network, which I'll show in a go ahead and put it there. And matter of fact, I'll cut it to full screen so you can see the little network. And here I have two routers with users at either end. One is like a mock ISP, and the other one would be like an enterprise organization. And I did have two configurations mapped out. Unfortunately, Packet Tracer does not support iBGP, which is interior BGP. Oh yeah, I'm kind of jumping the gun. Let's go back. So there's two types of BGP. You got iBGP, which is interior, meaning they share the same AS number or autonomous system number. And then you have eBGP, which is exterior BGP, which is used between like the customer and the provider. So normally they would have, they could have the same AS number there for whatever reason, but they don't share the same AS number anyways. The difference is that iBGP and eBGP, they have different administrative distances, one at 200 and the other at 20, which makes the I believe eBGP has the administrative distance of 20, which makes it more desirable. iBGP, you can do things like tweak the local preference, and like I said, that's beyond the scope of CCNA, but it's just some of the differences I like to note. Besides that, everything else is as follows. So when you enter your switch in configuration mode, you want to go ahead and enter router, BGP, whatever AS number you choose. Let's say in this example we choose 1, and then after you get into that autonomous system, you now want to go ahead and list your neighbor. So let's say my IP address is 192.168.0.1. Okay, and I have a neighbor of 172.117.3.1. Okay, so now for this neighbor, for me establishing neighborship, I have to tell BGP who my neighbor is and what's the external autonomous, or should I say remote autonomous system, which this is actually a part of the command. So you want to go neighbor 172.17.3.1 remote AS 2. Yeah, since we're configuring eBGP, let's just say 2. So I have an AS of 1, they have an AS of 2, and if they configure the same or vice versa for me as the neighbor on their side, then we would create a neighborship as that comes up. Now, here's the important part. Even though we have this neighborship, we don't automatically start exchanging routes or telling each other, hey, I know where this network is, or he knows where that network is. We have to list the networks that we want to advertise. And let's say I have 2 networks on, since I'm 192.168. I forgot my IP address. But anyways, let's say I have these separate networks, 192.168.5.0 and 192.168.6.0, and I want to advertise both of them. These are 2 separate LANs that I have here on my interior port, or my LAN port, should I say. I start off by saying network, then I hit a space and I give it the network address, which would be 192.168.5.0. And then I type mask. Literally, you don't want to type the subnet mask yet. You want to type mask, and then you enter the subnet mask. And at that point, we're advertising routes now. Boom, boom. We can check with a few commands also, which I'll go ahead and display here. And with these few commands, we can do a bit of troubleshooting and checking around, like of course, show IP route, which will show us all routing protocol, or our entire routing table, should I say. And you can see the BGP routes with a B next to them, and you can tell if they're local with an I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. When you do the next command, show IP BGP, and then it'll give you all the information learned via BGP, and you can see other routes learned from everywhere else, or your neighbors, as well as your local routes, and those will have an I next to them, or those learned through iBGP, will have an I next to them because they share the same autonomous system. And with that information, you can go ahead and determine whether you're seeing the routes that you're supposed to see or you're not. And then the next command you want to remember is show IP BGP summary, which will give you a summarized version of that, basically show you all your neighbors and the AS and how long the connection has been up and how much data has been sent and received and so on and so forth. And I can go ahead and give you an instance of that as well. But besides that, if you follow those steps accordingly and looked at the examples, you basically just configure BGP. If you have any more questions on BGP, you want to get into more details beyond just the simple configuration of BGP, or you want to manipulate routes or learn how to manipulate routes or anything like that, feel free to ask down in the comments section, as well as you can ask it there on my Facebook page if you want to, and we can go ahead and take on that discussion and then start discussing the next video on BGP. It's not going to be my direct next video, but I will do another video on BGP to get more granular with the information. But for now, that's all the cookies you need to get running on this BGP stuff. Run along, go play. But before you do, go ahead and like, subscribe, share my video, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram. I don't have a Twitter, but if I did, go ahead and find me there as well. And let's get this community growing.